Hello, my name is Julie and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is a look inside my eBay find. I don't know what I'm going to call this because I'm not really sure what to call it. I found something on eBay that I had never seen before, and I'm very excited to share this with you all. I'm not sure how easy this will be to find. I'm probably really lucky that I was able to find it at all and for such a wonderful price, because I didn't really pay a lot for this, and I have seen some on there. There was a couple other ones on there, but they were very, very expensive, and I don't recommend paying a lot of money for this, because there are some people that will post these for cheaper than what others do. So definitely, if you ever buy anything on eBay, make sure that you heart it and get emails about your saved searches, because there are people that just post things every day for different things that you might be looking for, and you can find a better deal. So what do I have here? I have this binder right here, which is called Collectible Doily Series World's Finest Doilies. And it is by House of White Birches. And this is what the side looks like. It says Collectible Doily Series, and then there's nothing on the back. And then this is how thick it is. Like, this is a very thick binder, and it is full of vintage doily patterns. Now, I was looking at the copyright on these, because each pattern has its own copyright, and they were anywhere from 1998 to 2001, I think. There may be some more dates in there, and because I really didn't look at them all, and I'm not going to tell you for each one either, because that would be boring. But I do want to go through and show you which ones are in here. Now, these are broke up into categories. There are tabs here, and each tab has patterns within that category. Now, I think a few pages might be missing, which is fine. You know, I'm not really worried about that. Because this one right here should probably have been tabbed. Because each tab has a name, and then the name that corresponds to the tab is on the top of the pattern. So this section right here is called Old Time Favorites. I'm just going to pull out each section and show you each section at a time. That way that I can put it back in the binder as I pull it out, if that makes sense. That way it's not a big mess. So, because like I said, they're all individual like cards. So the first one here is called Antique Looking Glass. And like I said, this section is called Old Time Favorites. And that one is so pretty. I'm probably going to go through these kind of fast, because I feel like that this video is going to be super long if I don't. But you'll definitely have to tell me which one is your favorite. That's if you can pick, because there's some beautiful ones. And then this one right here is called Pretty Picots. So pretty. And then you have Carved Memories, Irish Rose. That's so pretty too. I love that one. That one has the rose in the middle, kind of like that one right there that I did on the wall. And then you have Blue Lace. That one's pretty. And then Popcorns from the Past. Is that what this is? Yeah, Popcorns from the Past. I don't see any popcorn stitch in that though. That's... oh, I guess there is some like right there. But like I said, these are like cardboard, like thin cardboard, and some of them like open up like that, and then some of them is just like the front and then the pattern's on the back. Baker's Dozen Bouquet. That's pretty. And some of these look similar to others that I have, but I'm still so happy to have this. Wheat Puffs. Yeah. I guess it's that right there. It looks like a wheat puff. Well, I don't know. I don't know why they named some of them that. Scallop Shells. I really like this one a lot. I'm not sure. I think they're all different sizes, and it does tell you that they use like crochet cotton number 10, size 6 steel crochet hook. And they use starch on them too. And this one is called Carved Memories Doily. So that one's square. So there's all different shapes and sizes in here. This one's like 16 inches. That one's really pretty too. It's called Vintage Dreams. And then you have Triple Crown Beauty. I like that purple colored thread. That's really pretty. And then the last one in this section is called Peacock's Tail. I guess it's because of that, maybe. But like I said, like this one's single-sided. And this one, it says, is like 11.5 inches. I just got this today, the day that I'm making this video. So I don't know like how big each one is or what's the smallest to the biggest. You know what I mean? So every now and then I may throw in a size when I'm showing them. Here's what the dividers look like. And this one says Christmas Magic. So there's only a few in this section, which is kind of disappointing because I really love Christmas doilies, but that's okay. There's plenty enough to choose from. So you have snow crystals. I love that one so much. The pineapple stitch, I think, is just beautiful. And then you have a golden ripples table runner. That's really pretty too. They have the tassels at the end. Victorian Holiday. I love that one too. I like how they show some of them in different colors too. And this one right here is just, this is fun. This is more like Filet. It's called Christmas Filet. So, but you get the charts for like the individual squares, and I really love doing individual squares. So that's a lot of fun. I'm not sure. I guess that's like a placemat or something maybe. I'm not sure. But I like how they take the squares and they, I don't know if they do each individual square or they just make like a strip and do all three at once. I'm not sure. But I love how they did that. And you could probably even take and make each individual one and then sew them together or something. I think that would work. That's really pretty. I like that one. And that's the end of that section. So there wasn't very many in that section at all. So like I said, some of these may be missing. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how I'd find out. But there's so many. It'll definitely keep me busy for a long while. So the next section is Heirloom Table Toppers. And the first one is Sunny Day Table Runner. That's really pretty. That looks very difficult to me. Like that intimidates me a little bit. But I'm thinking that maybe like you start with like a motif and then you add, I don't know. But that looks very intimidating. But it's pretty. Pearls and lace. And it looks like they used beads on this one, which I have never done. I'm not sure if you can see those beads or not. But they have beads on every single stitch almost. So that's really neat. Oh, and there's even beads right there in the middle, like for this part. That's interesting. I'll have to look more in depth at that one. That's a little intimidating too. I know that's something that you can do is like string beads on, I don't know how you do it, but I know that's a thing. I've just never done it before. This one is called Diamond Dust. Diamond Dust. And it's so pretty. I love that one a lot. And then you got Pie in the Sky. And then Butterflies on Parade. So that's more of like a table mat or something with the filet. It's pretty. I have to build myself up to that though. Shades of Heather. Oh, I love that one so much. All of these are just beautiful. And this one is like a doily with filet. And it's called Jacobine Floral. So it's like you're doing filet in the round or something is what it looks like to me. That's kind of scary too. And then you have Grandmother's Ceiling Fan. I don't know. How's that go? how's that go with a ceiling fan? I'm not sure, but the names of these are a little funny. Oval keepsake centerpiece. So that one's really big. It gets like draping over that table. It says it's 24 inches by 31 inches. So that's a big one. And if you did that with thicker thread or even yarn, that would be massive. Cathedral window. That's really pretty too. Grape harvest centerpiece. I love that. The design in the middle. It's a little intimidating. Some of these are a little intimidating for me. And then the last one in this section is Royal Diamond Centerpiece. And that is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So the next one is Floral Beauties. And this one has color changing on it. That's interesting. I really like that. I'm not sure if I like their color choices. I'm not sure how I feel about that colors together, but it's still very pretty. And then this one is called Ovalis. Ovalis, I think. That's a neat shape. I've seen a few that are like that, but not where it's small and then big, you know. It's usually like a little bit different than that. Crown of Roses. So this one has rose motifs all around. It's really pretty. And then Pretty Posies. So that one's square. I like that. Look, it uses some half squares. It's almost like, I don't think that's the granny stitch, but it almost looks like the granny stitch. And then Forget-Me-Nots. There's that one. It's really pretty. It has the flowers on the end. Blue Heaven. I really like that one too. Gosh, I keep saying that, but I really like them. Peach Blossoms. It's really pretty. Ring of Violets. I've never made one with like a ton of like flowers like this. Like I've only done the one with one flower in the middle. This one's called Posies on Parade. And yes, there's definitely a lot for parade. So there's that one. Scottish Thistles. So that one has like a flower design. Very pretty. Chrysanthemum. I think I said that wrong. Beauty. It's pretty. So the last one is Tulip Circle. That one's really pretty too. Next section is Marvelous Motifs. Happy Day Daisies. That's really pretty. I like that one. Hearts in Tune Doily. And I was looking at this one and I can't decide how that's made. I don't know if you like make each one of these separate or if it's made continuously. I don't know. I haven't looked in depth. But that's interesting. I really like that one a lot. And then Flower Tiles. It's really pretty. So it's just squares basically. Kathleen. That's pretty. Almondine, and I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I guess maybe it goes around something. Like maybe you would put it around something. I'm not sure. I feel like it looks a little incomplete because there's nothing in the middle. Then this one is called Wagon Wheels. And that one's neat too. It looks like you could make that maybe into a trivet or something to me. Or like a mug rug or something. I think that would be pretty. And then the next one is called Elegant Ruffles section. And this one's called Fiesta. I've never made a ruffle doily. I have some patterns for them. Like a few. But I've never made one. Because they're the kind, you know, that usually don't lay flat. Because, you know, they're ruffled. They stick up. Like if you can tell, like this part lays flat, but this part doesn't. And this one's called Ruffles and Roses. doily. And then you have radiant ruffles. Somebody mentioned to take and not do maybe the center of the doily and like somehow figure out how to make it to where the middle of it would fit around a doll's waist and make it a dress. And I think that would be so much fun to try. That one right there might actually work for something like that. And then you have white ruffles. That's really pretty too. I really like that one a lot. That one might be my favorite so far in this section. Delicate ruffles. It's really pretty. Double ruffle fans. That one's a little hard to see for me anyway. Star inside ruffles. But you can see what I mean about how they stick up. They don't lay flat. So I don't really know how you would display those. I couldn't put them on a ring, I don't think. Because I don't think it would work out right. Somerset ruffles. So I'd have to think about that. This one's called Pineapples and Tulips. It's really pretty. Shadow box. I like that one a lot. That's really neat. Calia Lily, I think. It's really pretty. But even if I did this one, like I could always leave this part off and just do this part because that part right there is really pretty too. I'm just not sure how you display the ruffled ones. Double ruffles. Because usually like I'll have it under something, you know. Tutti Frutti ruffles. That one's in a bowl. That's cool. Cotton Candy Doily. That one's really pretty. I like that one. And then the last one is Morning Glory ruffles. That's really pretty too. And this section is called Pineapple Treasures. And I'm thinking this is about maybe the halfway point or close to it. This one's called the Queen's Treasure Doilies. And these pineapple ones are probably my favorite. Like, I used to be so scared of making pineapple doilies, but it's like so easy, but it looks so intimidating. But that little, the 50 Fabulous pineapple motifs, it really helped me overcome that fear because they were small. So now I'm not scared anymore. This one's called Checkerboard Pineapple. That one's really pretty. It looks really big. That one's 17.5 with number 10 thread. And then you have a pineapple pinwheel. I guess the pineapple's on the end. That one's really pretty. I love pinwheels too. Those are my second favorite probably. Pineapple Rose Garden. That one's really pretty. Mirror Image. Okay, I get it. So like it's a mirror image, you know, one side looks like the other. It's cool. Pineapple Sunflower. That one's really pretty. Pineapple Fanfare. Oh, that one's pretty too. Pineapple Glory. I love that one. I love that one a lot. Purple Pineapple Parfait. It's really pretty too. Wood Violet. This one looks kind of smaller. It's 13 inches. That one looks like one that I have done before. Pineapple Fantail. I love that one too. I like that color that they used as well. Tropical Paradise Centerpiece. I like that one. I don't know if I've ever done one in a white. I was trying to think about that the other day and I couldn't remember if I had done like a solid white one. I know I've done like cream and off-white, but I don't know if I've done actual white. Pineapple Hexagon. I like how there's different shapes in here. Pineapple Glitter. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the type of thread they use. Maybe they use like metallic or something. Yeah, they used a metallic. That's why it's called that. Pineapple Supreme Centerpiece. That one's very pretty. I feel like I have one that's similar to that too. Pineapple Fan. Creamy pineapples. It's pretty. Pineapple Pageantry Centerpiece. That's hard to say. I like that one. Tropical Paradise Centerpiece. That's pretty. And then the last one is called Reflections. I really like that one a lot. That's really pretty. I was trying to think if I made an oval one, and I can't remember. I know I made a lot of like circles in them. And the next one is called Perfect Pinwheels, which is another favorite of mine. This one's called Thanksgiving Pinwheel. That's really pretty. I thought it was bigger than that. It says it's only 16 inches. Looks like, I think it's the way they have it displayed. That's really pretty though. Lone Star. I like that one. Spanish Pinwheel. That's really pretty. I just love the swirly designs in the pinwheel. Pinwheels in Motion. That's neat. That reminds me of, what is those, like hypnotizing things? I forget what that's called. Sweet Little Whirls. I like that one too. Spring Breeze Pinwheel. That looks like the things you put out in your yard that blow in the wind. Lollipop Swirls. I like that gradient. That looks like a gradient thread. I've never seen anything like that before. Twirling Motifs. That's interesting too. I'm going to have to look closer at how they made some of these. And then you have Tiny Twisters. So that's like a big one too. 18 by 40. So that's a big one. And the next one is called 5-Hour Doilies. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of these are in the book that I have. So that's neat to have, I mean, 2 copies of it, I guess. Like if I ever lost my book, I'd still have copies of it. I like having them in book form though. So that's fine with me. But this one, and I haven't looked to see if it's all of them either. I just recognize some of them, you know. So this one's called Hearts All Around. So that's really pretty. And then this one is called Frosty Morning. And I know this one was in that book. And I'm pretty sure I made that one from that book. And then you have Royal Crowns Doily in the variegated purple. This one's called A Touch of Blue. It's really pretty too. Ferris Wheel. I like all the colors that you can get in number 10 thread. Peacock Fans. Celtic or Celtic. Is it Celtic or Celtic? I can't remember. Cross. I like that one. Neat. Field of Dreams. That one's very lacy. Lots of chains. Like there's lots of chain stitches. Sherbert Delight. It's pretty. A Doily Coaster. So that's a small one. It's 5 1/4. And spinning wheel. So there's that. So I didn't have all of the ones that are in my book because the starfish one wasn't in here, and that's one that I know for sure is in that book. So I'll have to look and see what the difference is between, or if that's really, because I can't remember. I thought that was a Annie's book, but I know some of those are from that book. So the next section is called Twinkling Stars. Star Blossom. That's so pretty. So I'll start moving them because it's getting too tall on this side. I'm almost done. Northern Lights. I love the way they did the white with the variegated. Like, I like seeing them in color. Gives you color ideas too. I do like seeing, I think you can see the stitches more in neutral colors, but I do like seeing them in color too, because it, like I said, it gives you ideas. This one's called Midnight Stars. So that's all in black. I've never used black thread, so I don't know. I have some, I just have never like attempted that. What was that one called? Midnight Stars, and this one's called Stars at Dusk. So that one's blues and white. I like how they did like different, like they swapped the colors. That's cool. And then you got Fireworks. I really like that one a lot. It's really pretty. Delft Blue Star. It's very pretty. I love the middle of that so much. Starstruck. So there's that one. And this one is 10 inches in crochet thread. Star in Paradise. That one. Twilight Stars. I love that one so much. I don't think I've ever done one with points either. Sandcastle Stars. I really like that one too. But like I said, I'll always gravitate toward the pineapple stitch. I just think it's so pretty. Next section is Favorite Filet. And this is all filet crochet, which I love. I love to, I just recently, maybe a year or so ago, maybe 2 years, I can't remember, started dabbling in filet crochet, and I really enjoy it. So maybe this is something that I will eventually grow up to be able to do. Some of these are intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. But this one's called Vintage Finds. And they do have like charts and stuff on the back too, with some pattern at the top. I don't think with the filet that they give you like row by row, you know, it's just basically you're following your chart. I think it just gets you started and like how to end it or something. I'm not sure. This one's called Sweet Pink. That one's not too bad. And then Oval Blossoms. It's very pretty. Very pretty. I would love to be able to like do something like this one day. Victorian Blue Filet Floral. That's a mouthful. That one's very interesting to look at. Roses and Lace. It's very pretty. Filet Christmas Roses. I don't see how that's Christmas, but it's very pretty. That, to me, that screams Valentine's because they did it in pink. But Filet Ruffle. So there's one of those ruffle ones. And then you have Tulip Filet. Now this looks a little bit more my speed because it's a little bit smaller, I think. And thread is only 12 1/4 by 13. So that one might be a little more my speed. It's not as detailed. I like this one too. It's called Duck Pond. That's really cute. That would be cute, like I see how they have it laying on a pillow or like on a pillow, but I've always wondered if maybe I could like crochet like a pillow case or something, and then like, I don't know, sew it on there or something maybe. I'm not sure. Or even just sew it on fabric, like a fabric pillowcase. That'd be kind of cool. Which I don't sew, so. Rose Filet Runner. So that's a big one. And that's very intimidating. Very intimidating. And it is 15 inches by 40 inches. I don't know, guys. Maybe one day I'll try something like that. And this one is, let's see. a little bit smaller in length, but it's still very big. It's called Rose Garden. Very pretty. And the last section is called A Touch of Color. And there's only a few in this section too. And this one is called Blue Skies. And so I think A Touch of Color, that maybe they just added a little color to it. It's very pretty. Ladies Garden Club. Very pretty. Look at the design on the ends. That's very neat. Oh, and it matches the middle. That's cool. Tulips all around. It's very pretty too. It's kind of hard to see in that color. It's still really pretty though. Or maybe it's just because I don't have my glasses on. This one's called A Bit of Irish. A Bit of Irish. It's very pretty. Going in Circles. I like that. It's got that little circle. Well, I don't know what that's called, but that's really pretty how they did that. It's all the way around. Little Girl's Curls. That's pretty neat. I don't know how they do that. Maybe with chains and then crocheting back your chain and it makes like a curlicue. It's interesting. And then you have Blue and White Fiesta. That's really pretty. That one, they look so much bigger sometimes, which, you know, I do them in size 3 crochet thread, so they come out bigger than what they say anyway. But I was thinking that one looks like it would be like 16 inches in number 10 thread, but it's only 10 and a half. So I don't know how big that would be in crochet thread or number 3 thread. I know it adds maybe 4 inches or so depending on the stitches, because it depends on how your stitches are. Like if the doolie's like all single crochets, then it's obviously not going to grow much bigger with that size thread as it would with like double crochets or triple crochets or something. This one is called Rainbow Sherbet, and they use different colors in that one too, and I love that. I love how they made it look kind of like gradients a little bit there, because like I'm not sure if you can see, but that's like really light pink, and then there's like a darker pink, or no, that's like a peach color, I think. It's like green and like peach, like a peachy pink, and then the little bit darker pink. I like that. Early Afternoon. That one's really pretty too. Looks like chains and picots all the way around. I don't know if you can see those little picot stitches all around. And then this one is called Tenderness. That's really pretty too. I'm not sure how that's made either. I guess it's made in a round. Yeah. No. I think you make the wedges as motifs and then you put them together somehow. And then the last one is called Spring Leaves. And it looks like this. It's very pretty. That is all of the doily patterns that are in this ginormous binder. And this thing is heavy. Like, it's like super heavy. That's the reason I had to take them out to show you all. Because there's no way I could hold this up for a very long time. But you know, I don't know if I seen a pattern for the one on the cover. I can't remember. So I'm probably missing some of them. And I'm not even sure how many are in here. And I'm not sure how this came about. So if you have any information on this, like if you've seen it before, or how that, I mean, was this like a subscription thing, like the calendar Barbie doll dresses were for Annie's? Or was this something that you just bought straight out? I'm not sure how this was you know, how people got these patterns. I just couldn't resist getting this. I think that is awesome to have. Like, I'm so thrilled to have this, and I was so happy to get it in the mail today. And it's been so much fun making this video and going through them all and just taking my time and actually looking at them better instead of flipping through it like I did earlier. And you know, I had a little bit of extra money from holiday pay. And I think this was a great gift for myself, because I'm definitely going to treasure this forever. Like, I love it so much, and I can't wait to make some of the doilies out of this. I'm going to try to finish the one that I started before I start another one, but who knows? I may not be able to resist, because there are some beautiful ones in this. So I hope you enjoyed seeing inside this ginormous binder, and thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you all. I know this video is probably not for everybody, but for those of you that, you know, just like to come and hang out with me, I really appreciate you being here. So until next time, guys, I will see you in another video. Bye.